Put some respect on it.
Bitch, I'm on my mama's side.
When you say my name, put some respect on it. I ain't playing with y'all. Put some respect on it. And I ain't gonna say it. And I ain't gonna say it no more. Listen, now I could have pulled up, put some respect on it, but that ain't gay.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. By the time y'all see this, it would be probably afternoon. I'll put this out or sometime in the evening, depending on how I feel. So, good morning, everybody. It's your boy Aaron Wilds Out TV coming to you with another video. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And you could definitely support this channel by way of super chat, super stickers, super thanks. And also by hitting the Cash App as well if you want to support. Okay. So let's get into some things. And I don't want to make this video a long video because, first of all, child, I have to get to work. I am literally recording this as soon as I got up. Like, brother haven't even brushed his teeth yet. Great. That's gross. But after I get off of here, I'm definitely gonna brush my teeth, child. And get ready for work. Now, we are here to talk about Claudia Jordan's interview that happened. I think that happened Sunday. It happened on Sunday. The interview happened on Sunday. All right. Okay. First of all, I want to say, I want to start out, and it was hosted on Conscious TV's channel. Shout out to Conscious TV for doing an amazing interview, by the way. I want to give, before I go into this video, I want to give some flowers to Conscious. Now, I knew of Conscious way back when. I looked at his videos. He wasn't nearly he didn't have the subscribers he has now, but I've watched him and I saw his growth. Conscious TV, congratulations for all of your success. Congrats on your getting your LLC. Congrats on being picked to be looked at by a producer on Fox Soul. I know you were super happy when Claudia gave you the news that she's having you looked at by the producers. So congratulations for that. I hope I hope we get to see one of our own on there, just like how we saw Funky Dineva on Love and Hip Hop and various other networks. Okay. So just shout out to Conscious TV and never always be who you are. Never change who you are. Keep doing you. Keep rising to the occasion. Be consistent. Just be you. And I love watching your videos. All right. Okay, so I have a couple of points I want to say about the interview because I definitely have my opinions on the interview. So some of the topics I'm not going to speak on. I'm not going to talk about her story on sexual assault because I feel like I am in no position to speak on that topic. I'm sorry that she was sexually assaulted or the R word, because she definitely was honest in the interview and said she was the R word, RAPE. My heart goes out to her. Um, I think once a person is subjected to that, it stays with them for life. And I think people shouldn't kid about it, shouldn't joke about it, shouldn't try to lighten it, um shouldn't just shouldn't comment on things they don't know. All right. So I'm not gonna speak on that. I just hope she gets the healing and hope she's still doing the healing that she needs to uh um yeah to wrap her mind around that, because I know it stays with you. All right. So one of the topics in the interview that I have to say that kind of irked me, and it irked me, and not in the way that y'all would think, like, oh, I'm gonna go in. But Claudia Jordan has been subjected to colorist comments. She has been called a colorist numerous times on the internet. And it's for her own doing. To be honest, it was honestly by her words and her jokes from, I think, years ago when she was doing comedy, stand-up comedy. And there is a video out there that she's making fun of dark-skinned people. She's also calling them monkeys and all these other crazy names. And a YouTuber, shout out to Michelle Brown, she will not get her heels off of Claudia neck. She will not let Claudia live that down. Um Claudia has several times apologized for her words. And while this interview was going on, I was literally stating, Claudia, I understand that you have apologized. You have apologized numerous times. I feel that if people are just not going to like Claudia. And I feel like Claudia has to understand that she's not going to be liked by everybody. And I understand that she wants to prove her point. She wants to address it. She wants to she wants the masses to see her side of things and why she said the things and where it was coming from. She needs to really understand that people are just not going to like her. And they're going to keep with that narrative of calling you a colorist because they know that you beat yourself up about it, that you cry yourself to sleep about it, that you constantly are irritated by the fact they keep bringing it up. Now, if you really know all those three things or many things, um, I suggest you actually understand and be comfortable in it. Because at the end of the day, it's not going anywhere. That cape is going to follow you from here on out. That colorist cape is going to follow you from here on out. Because you put it out there. You're the one that that made these statements, that said these nasty comments. You have apologized numerous times for it. How many times are you going to continuously apologize? Now, I understand that you're on a new platform and there are people who haven't seen it. But at the end of the day, You've apologized. People are just not going to like you, Claudia. This is going to follow you from here on out. Just like the allegations for R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, and other uh infamous people that got these that has said things and done things, is going to follow them for life. They cannot keep apologizing for it. You literally did it. You said what you said. You did what you did. Let's move on. Because I refuse to keep continuously apologizing and apologizing and apologizing, knowing damn well a person or the masses, some of the masses, already made it up in their mind that they're not gonna like me. And that's just true tea. Everybody is not going to like you. Now you're probably gonna have some fans on your side. You're probably gonna get a couple of people to subscribe to you or do this, but there are people still are going to come down your neck, is going to nail you to the cross, burn you up in flames, and laugh at you and keep bringing up because they know it's gonna piss you off. They know it's gonna irritate you. Stop apologizing. So that those the colorists those while I was watching, y'all, like, it really did irritate me that she kept, like, the fact that they know that it irritates her, like, this is why they keep doing it. So, and she's gonna keep apologizing. I'm like, for what? So yeah. She then speaks on another point in the interview. She speaks on her time on Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I'm gonna put this in with Nene. I love the fact that she recognized that she would not be as relevant if it weren't for Nene. I'm talking about specifically in the housewife arena. We have to be honest. Claudia Jordan, even though she has done many things before Housewives, and she was a little bit known before Housewives, Claudia Jordan still wasn't as a household name. She wasn't a big name. She wasn't. She just wasn't. When Claudia came on to Real Housewives of Atlanta, and the infamous read session between her and Nene Leakes, and everybody pumped it up to be something so catastrophic and so gargantuan. Like, she read Nene down for filth. Even though I have a differences of opinion, the masses feel like Claudia read her down. I don't. I look back at that. She was just quick on her feet. She just had quick comebacks, which is okay. But I don't feel like she read. I feel like most of those reads were very gross. It was like wah 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 wah. I don't think she did her due diligence. That's just me. But okay, we can have differences of opinions, right? But let's really state a fact. Claudia Jordan will not still be in the conversation if it wasn't for Nene Leakes. And I'm talking about the housewives conversation. And all people can talk about when it comes to Claudia is reading Nene Leakes. The fact that still to this day, Claudia's Jordan name will always be in the conversation with Nene Leakes tied to it, with all of her resume, people still know you is for trying to take down the queen of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay? The only reason, and then it's so crazy how Claudia don't know this, but I've seen this in the interview and I watched it. Claudia has a way of giving people their flowers, but also giving them a backhanded compliment. During this interview, she has tried to give Nene flowers, but she also gave Nene backhanded compliments or backhanded shade, or she'll follow up with those compliments with shade. And I'm like, this is exactly why people don't like you, Claudia, because you have this tendency to throw rocks and hide your hand and try to make it seem like you're not doing something when you're actually doing it. So she's going on with her stunt and she's talking about her time and you know why she was on it, how did she get on there, and talking about how Nene gave her a job and she was very confused oh how it went left. She never had a problem with Nene. And here's my thing, y'all. And I never understood this, and I actually want them to address it. Because I still to this day don't understand why they grouped Nene and Phaedra and saying that they were bullying Demetria. I'm sorry. Nene was not bullying Demetria. I looked at that season again and I have to be like, where did Nene ever speak bad on Demetria? Everybody have to go look at that season again. I have never seen Nene talk badly about Demetria. Y'all just grouped Nene and Phaedra together for no apparent reason because they was hanging out a lot on that season. And Phaedra was the one to go after Demetria and be nasty towards her. And I feel like, Claudia, you again put yourself in a situation that you had no idea of. I remember like it was yesterday, you didn't know what was going on. You literally said that you didn't like them bullying Demetria. Why is it a them? Because the only person that was going after Demetria was Phaedra. Why you keep saying them like it was Nene and Phaedra together bullying Demetria? Phaedra was the only person going after Demetria. I never understood this. And it's so crazy whereas I look back at that season and they were doing interviews. Demetria was dissing Nene Leakes and Phaedra. But if you look at their interviews back in season 7, Nene Leakes never did an interview or never spoke about the season. Really. Never said nothing about Demetria. Never spoke on Demetria. But it was Demetria literally going on every interview speaking negatively about Nene Leakes. Okay? So I feel like people literally put Nene Leakes and Phaedra together and just called them bullies. Like they were bullying Demetria. Look back at that season again. Nene was not on the bandwagon of bullying Demetria. It was Phaedra and Phaedra alone. Because people don't like Nene, they like to group Nene in with the collective. Because they don't like Nene Leakes. And she's already been called a bully before. Let's just lump her in with Phaedra, even though she hasn't said nothing about Demetria at the table of what we saw. But anyway, let's keep it going. Claudia Jordan. And I'm going to wrap this up in a bow. Claudia Jordan, without Nene Leakes, your name is really nothing. Let's really talk about it. Your name is really nothing in the housewife arena. The reason why people want you back is because of your recession with Nene. It's not because you're successful, you're famous in all these other things. It's because you read Nene Leakes. The reason why you got your position or you got a peach is because you went head to head with Nene Leakes. And the fact that Nene Leakes, and it's been said by Carlos King, Nene Leakes went to Carlos King and the producers to tell them to give you a peach instead of Demetria. That just further proves that Nene Leakes is not jealous of no woman. Is not a hater. She is doing what's best for the show. You have to take your feelings out of the situation. Take your feelings out of the situation. And what I respect about Nene is that, and like, unlike Giselle, and the reason why our Real Housewives of Potomac is going down is because the girls are not doing what's best for the show. Nene Leakes can get read. She can read. She can read those girls, get read, and fight, fuss, everything. But what people have to respect about Nene is that she did what was best for the show. She wasn't a hater. She was never a hater. If you're not doing what's best for the show, you can go. No shade. If you're not pulling your own weight in front of these cameras, you can go. So, and we also have to make it apparent that, Claudia, you have stated several times in this interview that you wish Nene Leakes would have done things differently, or been humble and not be so egotistical or whatever. I feel like, Claudia, the things you say, and I feel like when you say things, people latch onto it. And because you don't like Nene, and because you know your audience don't like Nene, they kind of feel the same sentiment as you. But I feel like if you don't know what's going on with Nene Leakes and the Bravo and whatever has to do with the lawsuit, you should kindly shut the fuck up. You should literally kindly shut the fuck up. Because honestly, Claudia, sometimes you literally talk out both sides of your ass. And sometimes it's like, do you hear yourself? You don't know what's going on. You should literally shut up. Because you wouldn't want somebody to do that to you. Because then you will go up in their DMs and you will go up under their comment section and start writing long thesis papers on reasons why you shouldn't say that. You should really, oh, this is how it is, and have a great day. You would literally write a whole thesis paper on the reasons why you did what you did, yada, yada, yada. Like, girl, stop it. And Claudia, no shade, you have too much time on your hands to be in people's DMs and people's comment sections and write these long thesis paper anyway. I thought you were busy. I thought you had 3 businesses. What's going on, sis? And let's also go into the fact that, Claudia, you're also full of shit. I know when you're full of shit because and this is me speaking on her time on Real Housewives. Claudia, the mistake that you did on that season when it has to deal with Portia, because you said because honestly, you went at 2 people on that season. You went at Nene and you also went at Portia. Let's get on the Portia segment because I feel like a lot of people went after Portia and Nene for no apparent reason on that season, and they did not understand. And I think they also went on you as well, but I feel like more people went after Portia and Nene for whatever reason. Claudia, what you did was you came on as a friend of Kenya's. Okay? You didn't really know Portia like that. The only reason why you knew Portia like that is because y'all went to a club together or whatever. That's what you said. And y'all was on Ricky Smiley together. Y'all wasn't on together. You was on the radio and that she was on TV. Cool. The reason why you messed up, Claudia, is because you put your nose into something that had absolutely nothing to do with you. You literally, your first time sitting down with Portia, and this is due to the editing. I don't know if it's due to the editing or the producers, but how many times, and I watched that season, I remember that season, you kept bringing up Kenya whenever you got with Portia, knowing that Portia just dragged Kenya on season 6 reunion. They have not gotten over it. They have not gotten over it. They wasn't speaking towards each other. They stayed away from each other. They didn't speak on each other. Okay? See, what you did, you tried to play the middleman and trying to put these 2 grown-ass women together who weren't ready. Especially Portia. So, in my opinion, you were being messy. Trying to get these 2 to be cool or at least talk for what? They just had an altercation season 6 reunion. And after the reunion was taped, there's a couple of months they have to film this season 7. Between the reunion and the next season, like if it was season 6 reunion and between the reunion of season 6 and season 7, there's only month. They literally start taping within months. Probably 4 months, probably 4 to 3 months. They start back filming season 7. So it's very, very new. The wound is fresh. They got into an altercation in season 6 reunion. A couple of months now, they start back filming. Claudia, why are you trying to get this woman to be cool with a woman she just dragged on the floor? You putting yourself in a situation that you had no idea of. And this is the problem with you, Claudia, and that I have with you. There have been numerous occasions where you have literally stuck your nose and stuck your Twitter fingers and your social media fingers into a situation that had nothing to do with you. And this is why I get so frustrated and why people go up for you the way they do, because you are a bully yourself. And people don't understand the word bully. You can be bullied in any form. The same way you think Michelle Brown, and shout out to Michelle Brown, ATLian, that's my girl. The way you think Michelle Brown is obsessed with you, keeps talking about you, keep throwing little things at you and putting you in her thumbnail and whatever, misscrewing the situation, whatever the case. The same way you feel like Michelle has been obsessive over you, you have to be honest, you have been obsessive over Nene Leakes. How many times Nene Leakes have named, how many times have I seen? There will be many instances where Nene Leakes' name would be in the headline over something. Here you go under the comments and you write your paragraphs and you write your thesis papers. Okay? You get to writing and it's a long freaking paragraph. And that paragraph is literally attacking Nene Leakes. How many times Nene Leakes' name has been in the headlines and that you have commented under a social media post? We have seen this numerous of times. Even after she has buried her husband, Claudia, even after Nene Leakes clearly don't know how to, she's holding on by a thread. Okay, she's trying to keep it together. This woman has not broke down. We have not seen this woman broke down. She has not grieved properly. She does an interview. She does an interview and she speaks on the ladies buying her flowers. Instead of giving Nene grace, you attack her. Instead of giving grace, you attack her, which had Nene Leakes crying on the internet. Claudia, as much as you want to call Michelle Brown and all these other people bullies and obsessed over you and stuff, you are a bully and you're obsessive as well. Okay? You want to say Nene Leakes bullied Demetria? You have bullied Nene Leakes as well. And you trying to make it like you're not bullying her or you're just trying to give your opinion, you have been bullying her. Every time Nene Leakes' name is in a headline, you talk about her. It got so bad that you want to watch what you say because of the fact that people be on your ass, Claudia. The fact that you have to sugarcoat or mince or can choose your words carefully because you don't want to offend the fans of Nene or the people that constantly get on your ads about attacking Nene, because you do attack her. And you think that a lot of people do not like Nene and that people were going to turn a blind eye to your vicious attacks on her. Because she is Nene Leakes and she is hated. And people do have this sort of feelings towards Nene Leakes in the public. And you thought it was okay for you to keep attacking her every time her name was in the headlines. So it don't feel good, right, Claudia? Well, imagine how Nene felt after she lost her husband and she was by herself. She no longer had her soulmate, her companion, her partner, her person. Of how many long of 20 plus years. You literally took to social media and constantly attacked her when she did not, she was vulnerable. I will never forget that. That was so inhumane of you, Claudia. You couldn't even get off her fucking neck after her husband had just died. And this is not making any excuses for Nene Leakes words or behavior or nothing. I'm just holding Claudia to the same fire that she has done to other people, such as the Nene Leakes, such as the Michelle Brown, such as any other person that she has gotten into it with. It's the hypocrisy in everything. Yes, sometimes Claudia can take and I'm gonna give you something else, Claudia. You can definitely take accountability for your actions, but sometimes when you keep a certain perspective about a person, it's hard for that perception to leave your mind. So you perceive Nene Leakes to be something because you have worked with her. And a lot of people from the masses who have yet to meet you or even know the person that you are, all we can go off of is what you do in the media or what you do on social media. That's our perception of you. So it's a double-edged sword. It's like come on. You perceive Nene and these other people to be something, but we also perceive you to be something. We all perceive something to be something else than the person that they are. And the fact is, Claudia, after that season 7 reunion and y'all were cool, even you stated that. You stated that y'all took a picture together, y'all squashed the beef after the season 7 reunion where she cried and where she broke down, and y'all had a conversation with each other. Y'all were good. And it wasn't until I don't know what season that was. I don't know what season that was, but you went on social media and you started to attack her again. You did that. Y'all were good, right? Why are you attacking her? You couldn't have called her? Why you didn't call her, Claudia? Why? Did you have her number? Probably you didn't. Probably you didn't. I mean, you could have gotten her number. You could have definitely gotten her number. And you know what's so crazy, Claudia, is that many people have said this about you. Even Carlos Clean told you when Nene and I knew you were so freaking happy. I know you were so freaking happy when Nene Leakes went on that Carlos King interview and said that you were her most infamous battle, or y'all really took each other through it, and she gave you were a formidable opponent, and she gave you your flowers. I knew right then and there your nipples was going to be hard as rocks. I bet your clitoris was fluttering for butterflies. Like you just live for the approval of Nene Leakes. Like I'm being honest, because the person that she dislikes the most is the fact that she smiled, she was giddy, she was heartfelt. That Nene Leakes gave her props. That did something for her. It's like when an artist it's like when an artist give their favorite towel or their favorite shirt to a fan. Like, I'm gonna give this shirt, I'm gonna fold this shirt, I'm gonna fold my shirt up and give this to my fan because he wants it. Or I'm a artist throws their towel to a fan or gives it, or whatever they have on them to a fan, and a fan gets that fan starts to scream and giddy and like, oh, I'm not gonna wash my hand, I'm not gonna wash this, I'm a literally save this for years and years to come. That's what Claudia gave me when Nene Leakes gave her that. You know, she felt like, I think Claudia Jordan literally gave Nene Leakes is Michael Jackson and Claudia Jordan is a fan, and Michael Jackson gave her something that she always wanted, was validation, or now she sees me. You know? No shade, no shade. That's what it very much gave her. But to that, even Carlos King told you to stop jumping in on people's fights, Claudia. I understand that you always fight for the person that's being bullied or being come for, but this is going to get you hurt. Stepping into somebody's fight that has nothing to do with you is going to get you hurt, Claudia. And I hope you are ready for people to really put harm to you. Okay? Because in real life, okay, if somebody's being bullied or somebody is being picked on, we don't know why, we don't know. Yes, you can definitely step in for a kid if he's being bullied on. Okay? You can do that. But there's always in certain instances, there's always something that goes wrong when you're jumping into a fight that you have no idea over. You have no idea why this person is saying this to said person and why they're getting into it. You don't know the conversations or why people say what they say. So, in my opinion, why are you giving your opinion on something that has absolutely nothing to do with you? Like, for example, with the Cynthia situation. So I remember Nene saying something about Cynthia. And I think it was for the interview. And Claudia is the one who jumped out the window, be the first one to say something to Nene Leakes about Cynthia. She came to Cynthia's defense. First of all, Cynthia did not call for you to defend her. Cynthia did not need you to defend her. Cynthia went on Candy's podcast or whatever she did to address Nene herself. She did not need you, Claudia. Every time, and it's so crazy. Nobody really calls on you to defend them. You just do it. Stop it. This how people get hurt in real life of stepping into a situation that they had nothing to do with. In real life, Claudia, you would really get hurt in real life. You would really get your butt whooped or be unalive because you literally stepped into something that you had absolutely nothing to do with and you don't know nothing about. You just talking because you have lips. So, and you know what? Looky. Cynthia and Nene Leakes was out in Dubai together. Okay? So while you are so busy defending Cynthia, guess what Cynthia's doing? She was in Dubai with Nene. It pays to mind your business, Claudia. It really pays to mind your business. And log the hell off of social media. No shade. Okay. I spoke on Claudia's hypocrisy. I spoke on that. First of all, did anybody catch the fact that she was she literally said after after season 7 they wanted her back in some capacity, but Nene was the one who put it out there that they need to show their relationships, you know what I'm saying, if they're dating or whatever. And Claudia spoke on a situation with her and a football player and the fact that they were only months into dating and they was already going to buy a house, and she wanted him to come on as her her man in relationship. And I think the cast of people or the producers spoke to them or something, and she spoke to him. They had a conversation about being on the show. And they both talked about it, how we should get it. You know how they don't pay the men in situations. When she was speaking about that, am I the only one that got thirsty as hell to get back on? That you would literally, like, y'all only was dating for like not even that many months. You really don't know this man. And then I love the fact that she said like it would have been bad because you really did not know him. So Claudia, you were so thirsty, and that's what and this just goes to show that Nene was right. The thirst is real about you, Claudia, because you were so gung-ho and thirsty to literally have this person be your man. And he was a couple months, but you still didn't know this person. So you were so thirsty trying to get on Housewives of Atlanta season 8 that you would literally fake a relationship with this, even though he was not, and I'm not saying fake a relationship, but a person that you don't even know like that. Y'all not even in a relationship. Y'all just dating. At least be in a relationship with this guy before you get on camera with him. Cause anything can go wrong. And she made note of that. But I was just like, damn, Nene was right. The thirst is real because you were so thirsty to put this man in a situation he know he can't get out from. And knows that it would be a bad decision for him because if he don't have all his skeletons out the closet, they was gonna pull him out. The R8, the housewife fan club will pull those skeletons out. They would do their due diligence, honey. So I just felt like she was mad thirsty to get to be brought back on season 8. But yeah, let me speak on the development of shows, and I'm not gonna spend a whole heap of time on it. But I call bullshit. I feel like, and this is just me, y'all. I remember when Nene was doing cocktails and conversations, and she did the recession. Okay, now I felt like a lot of people. I felt like a lot of people were mean and nasty and reading. Maybe it's just me. I just felt like people were so harsh on Nene during the recession. You don't know what it could have turned into, but people just wanted to pick apart something and just like dismantle it. Okay? I didn't like when everybody got on their cameras and went after Nene Leakes in the recession. And I felt like it's so crazy how Funky Dineva, and this goes to Funky Dineva as well. And it's so crazy as we speak about Funky Dineva. I felt like he was also used as well as Al to literally shit on Nene Leakes Nene Leakes project The Recession. You know what I'm saying? It was probably a beginning. It was in its beginning stages. They wanted to try it out for social media. Social media went up in arms and read it down for Phil. I felt like it was so disgusting watching Funky Dineva go on his platform and just go in the way he did on Nene Leakes, and I felt like it was so unfair. It was so disgusting. It was so ridiculous on how he treated those men that was sitting down with Nene Leakes, and I feel like Funky Dineva, the same way you were reading them, it's so crazy now that you were treated the same way. Because now it's so crazy in hindsight. Now you were used as a gay gopher. Okay? You was used as a gay gopher and accessory yourself. Okay? Because most of the virals you're going viral is because of you. You was used as a viral moment. They put you on because you have the means to go viral because of your opinion. So I felt it disgusting. I felt disgusting watching you tear down another black woman in her attempt to try something out. Try it out. But you like they didn't even really it wasn't it was Nene Leak's attempt to try something. And all of you, everyone just shot it down and disrespected this woman and said she was using the community as a ploy or as an accessory, and like she wasn't using it for good. But it's so crazy that no, like you said, nobody knew the men in the recession. Nobody knew who those men were. But there's a lot of people in spaces that did not know, that we did not know who they were until they got a shot. Nene Leakes was willing to give these people a shot. And I think that's where the disconnect was. That Nene Leakes was actually giving these men a shot. And it's because people already have this perception of Nene Leakes, and Nene Leakes was using them or whatever. No, she's actually giving them a shot. But it is what it is. We're not going to talk about the recession, but I do feel like what I do feel like, and I'm not going to go in because I think I rambled enough. I do think that Claudia Jordan stole some of the shows for Nene Leakes, no shade. The recession with gays on it, it's literally TGIF. TGIF. It's with Claudia Jordan with two other gays. It was Nene Leakes, a woman, and other gays in the recession. I mean, let's honk honk. Um, let's talk about it. Conversations with queens, cocktails and conversations, cocktails with queens. First of all, how y'all having cocktails with queens with no cocktails? Can we talk about it? Can we talk about the fact that cocktails with queens didn't have no cocktails in it? Every freaking episode, they wasn't sipping on cocktails. Do y'all realize that? Do y'all realize that cocktails with queens did not have no cocktails in it? They wasn't sipping. They wasn't telling the people what they were drinking on. Nothing. And honestly, I felt like if you're gonna have a name of a show, cocktails and conversation, can y'all have some cocktails? And maybe, no shade, y'all could have had sponsors. Y'all definitely could have had sponsors for the show. Cocktail sponsors, cocktail shots. Any one would suffice. Like it could have been a alcohol brand or something to making your favorite cocktails. That was a missed opportunity. But just like with cocktails and conversations with Nene Leakes, because Nene Leakes had that during the pandemic, it was cocktails and conversations. And she was telling the people what she was drinking on. She was drinking. Nene always had a cocktail in her hand when she did cocktails and conversations. Okay, shout out to Nene Leakes, because Nene Leakes is literally a marketing person, is low key a producer in real life. Like Nene don't be knowing that she's low key a marketing person, a branding person, and a producer as well. She is. She knows what the fuck she's doing. She knows what she's doing. Um uh what I will say about this interview, is that I definitely give me 1 second, y'all. Oh god. Um I loved what I did love about this interview is that I really loved um the business talk, the LLCs, the S corp, all these other businesses things, these business, like to get your business in order, and taxes and all this. I felt like that segment alone was amazing. It opened my eyes up to something amazing, and I love I love when a person is passionate about something. And the way Claudia was talking about business and getting your business affairs in order, I felt that was amazing. I love that. I personally love that segment when they were talking about business. So shout out to Claudia and giving and also helping Consciousness get his LLC and his brand together. Shout out to Claudia for that. Um because I got my notes, y'all. I'm just looking down at my notes to see that I already talked about Michelle Brown. Girl, am I the only one that still wants to know about the unspoken beef between her and Ricky Smiley? There is something there. Claudia is very messy because he said she literally put it. She literally said she said some things without saying it. Basically, she said in that interview he didn't abuse me. Well, who did he abuse, Claudia? And child, and let's also talk. I really want to know what happened. Why did you get fired, Claudia? Something happened. Something happened. But we gonna find out. Do we need to call? Do I need to call a Ricky Smiley so I can interview him? I don't know. But anyway, um, the Funky Dineva thing, she kept it really cute. She kept it really cute, but I did sense some shade. Um, I did sense some shade in her speaking about Funky. There's something has been brewing but between two of them, and are literally watching Claudia TGIF and also Funky. Shout out to Funky Dineva for having 14,000 in her chat last night, because I was watching her live. Um and baby, listen, I'm gonna do a video because baby, Funky Dineva literally dragged the hell out of Miss Claudia during her interview with Conscious. So we're gonna talk about that. That would be in a new video, child. That would be in another video. Okay. But we're gonna talk about that. And yeah, in another video. But something is definitely brewing between Claudia Jordan. Is gonna get messy, and I cannot wait, and I will be speaking about it. Period. Um, you know what? No shade. I'll probably talk about it um uh later on today, depending on how I feel. But yeah. So everybody, that's all for this video. Sorry. Please like, comment, and subscribe. What did y'all think about this interview? Did y'all love it? Did y'all take anything away from it? What are your likes and dislikes about this interview? Do y'all have any comments? Do y'all have any lasting comments about this interview? Please give me all your opinions and comments down in the comment section below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share this video. Please click that notification to be notified whenever I go live. And yes, y'all, I'll be back later. I'll probably go live tonight so we could talk about Miss Funky Dineva and the Cuckoo Clan. The Cuckoo Clan later on today. Okay. Later, guys. Bye.